there, welcome to my dispensary. Currently, it does not have a name, it's a work in progress, but that's how businesses go sometimes. So, right here we have the entrance, which will be right in the middle of the building. Here we have the public access area, which will consist of just a vestibule that has an ID check-in employee and a security guard as well with the bullet-resistant glass. To encounter, they have the little dish right here where they can pass their IDs through to be scanned and checked in. Express orders will be able to access through this point, but they have the option of going in through the regular orders and consultation pathway, as they can add to their order if need be. We'll revisit that in a moment. In here we have the limited access area with the couches along one side. We have some TVs on this side of the room. We'll have relaxation areas with the Zen garden here, couches, literature on the tables, menus, information on different methods of usage, and just more general information on cannabis. To the left of the room, we'll have the 2 bathrooms available, as well as a private consultation room where customers can come in and have their first intake or additional consultations in the privacy of this comfort room, which will have more intimate seating, couches, more relaxation area. Around here, this odd-shaped room will be an activity room where classes will be held, yoga classes can be held, cooking classes can be held, anything that's pertaining to educating customers about cannabis can be held here. Also, classes about growing yourself, anything like that. It'll be accessible on either side, so we have a hallway over here, but we'll get to that. Over here is where the cannabis sales happen. Not the actual transactions, but an employee. We have 4 different stations where it's almost like a bank teller situation, except seated. You'll be able to sit across, chat about what you would like, different strains, what's best needed, the way the customers will get in. An employee will come around, come into here, say the name, come back in here, sit down, check the ID, and then start going through, pull up, ask how the previous order went, go from there. This stand right here is where the ATM will be. Although it's probably best utilized into the other room. Once they have finished figuring out what they'd like to get, the customer will then pay for the transaction fully, take their receipt, and go into this room, which is the register processing area. They'll bring their receipt to the people working here, who will then grab their receipts, go into the lockers that are where cannabis is stored for open hours, grab their product, and then hand it right over, staple their receipt, and then out they go through this way. This is where the express lane comes up. That express orders can go through here, go straight up here, be let in here, and be rung up immediately. Back behind the lockers for open hours, the lockers will be connected to the restricted access area, which includes the safe vault for the money and the vault and safe for the product. It'll be a pretty big area, as we'll maintain a inventory of extensive items, as well as flour, concentrates, tinctures, patches, edibles, RSOs, concentrates, butter, shatter, all the good stuff. We'll source from multiple places, Cresco, all the good stuff. The way to access this room, they'll have accesses from this room, the consultation room, I guess we'll call it, the initial access point. We'll have entrances to that room from multiple locations, but very secure. Must be scanned with a card to access each room, similar to a hotel. The dividing area between these 2 rooms, where they initially pay for their cannabis and where they pick up their cannabis, will be a glass wall with a sliding door to maintain the privacy, but still be able to visually see what's going on in both rooms. Here, the hallway where express lanes and customers can exit. We'll go back down here. Right over here, we have the 2 offices available. Up here, we have a break room and education room for staff. This is where we'll implement training procedures, as well as educate about upcoming products, events, sales, do pre-shift meetings, events like that. We have bathrooms on either side as well as an emergency exit. We'll have a little water fountain right there and a vending machine too. Up here we have the utility and supply closet, because every place should have one, with, you know, mops, stock items like toilet paper and all that fun stuff. And then over here we'll be able to access the delivery intake garage. We'll have a garage door in the back that goes out to the alley where we will take in deliveries. I think this is best utilized as it's the safest place for customers to be able to come in, or not customers, I'm sorry. It's the safest way for deliveries to get dropped off. They'll drive in, load in with the truck, and then once the door is sealed, then the truck will be allowed to open to make the deliveries. The limited access area, or the restricted access area, will be accessible by the delivery drivers and cultivators. And yeah, that is my dispensary. Thanks.